Okay, so this is the 13 slide sales presentation for DA Solar, the Hero program in Concord. And you're going to want to use this to move a homeowner quickly through the process to applying for Hero and get them in the installation queue. So what works best is to, because it is a costly investment and it's a big decision, acknowledge that in the beginning, but move it forward smoothly enough that you're going to take care of it for them. And the best way to do that is to implement the sale in the very beginning of the presentation. So you're not going to catch them off guard at the end. Are you guys ready to do this? Do you want to fill this out? I need your social security number. Just do it as soon as possible in the beginning. And most of the time you'll see that the homeowner will just, if you say it well enough, they'll just accept it and you can move it along and you'll know right away, how it's going to go. Or if the homeowner is very standoffish, he's going to let you know right away, like, hey, I'm just, I'm shopping around. I don't know about this. And I just want to learn, and then, acknowledge that, but then, just say, but my job is to, have you apply and just get you in the queue. So let me just see what I could do for you here. So the idea is, if you're going to take an ass whooping, take one quick. You want to avoid going back and forth and setting other, appointments with the homeowner if he's not really even going to do it. You just want to keep practicing this presentation. Try to memorize all these slides in your head so you can recite it in your sleep without having to refer to it. So I'm going to pretend I'm talking to a homeowner, actually two of them, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm going to do this. I'm trying to finish it all in less than 10 minutes. But usually doesn't go that quick. It could take up to 30 to 40 minutes if the homeowner does have questions. But the idea is here, just explain every slide, move through it, implement the sale as many times it takes, it's necessary, and then finally at the end, move them to applying. And again, applying is so important because that's the hardest part. That's the only time it's really intense, is because you're asking for it. They're filling out their social security number, the social, all the personal information, that really the homeowner they're giving out because they're going to buy it. They're going to go with it. And so after that point, it's all very easy and more exciting stuff happens for them. So just remember that each homeowner will eventually go solar. It's something that everyone's going to do, but you're their knight in shining armor. You're going to come in and handle it now, no questions asked. And I'm going to start. So again, I'm going to be with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I've already built rapport with them. I talked to them about how shitty the Niners were that weekend, or what the Giants are doing, or their new kitchen remodel, how cute their dog is, or whatever. Just once you're comfortable, you're going to want to pull out your binder and start, explaining what the steps are. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I have a little presentation here. It's not long, but I do want to just cover some points. And again, my job today is just to best explain how the Hero program works, who we are as a company, what we can do for you in terms of solar, and most importantly, get you guys approved for Hero financing and in the queue for installation. There is an application. It takes about 2 minutes to fill out, but once you're approved, all these exciting things start to happen. So firstly, my name's Nick, and I'm with DA Solar. We've been in business over 9 years. We started in Hawaii, where electricity rates are the most expensive nationwide, and that trend has come here to California, where we are now. We're totally committed to 100% customer satisfaction. And throughout this presentation, just listen to me, because I'm sure you guys have many friends and family who own homes and businesses as well. We do have a $750 referral fee to any homeowner that can refer a friend or family that signs up with us. So there's not only money to save with solar, but there's money to make, as well. So that's that. Just so you guys are clear, solar is very easy. The whole, it's not a big project. We do that, but these are the 5 easy steps to going solar and get the sun working for you. First is you just got to be approved for financing. So I'm going to start with Hero, and there's an application for that. It takes about 2 minutes to fill out. Once you're approved for PACE financing, we'll conduct a site survey, meaning we'll send out our install crew to measure the roof, figure out, make sure the service panel is up to date, and that everything can work out as we're proposing. Once that's good, we start engineering, designing, and pulling permits for your new solar system. And then once we're both ready, we pick a date, and your solar installation takes about 2 to 3 days to work. And then once that's done, that's it. We turn it on. There's no walkthrough. The sun will be working for you. And as long as the sun comes up every day, your solar system could be saving you thousands of dollars in rising energy costs for the next 30 to 40 years. Okay. Something that a lot of homeowners need to understand is Obama put in 2009, he put in place a 30% solar tax credit. And so this tax credit is an investment credit for anyone purchasing a solar system. And so I'm sure you guys have heard of Solar City or Sunrun or Vivint or solar leasing. When you lease a solar system, you are not entitled to any sort of credit rebate because you are not the one purchasing it. And so that's how these companies make their money, is that they are basically buying credits. They have all these solar credits, and investors love buying those, and that's how they operate. We want you to own your system, and using this program, it's an ownership program, which has more benefits for you in the long run. And because it's before 2016, you're in a great position to qualify for the 30% solar tax credit. To recap, it was put in place in 2009. There's 2 years left. It's gone in 2016. So the way this works is, and I'll use you guys as an example, but it sounds like you're going to need a 5 kW solar system based on you paying $200 a month in electricity. You're going to need 20 REC modules, and that would cost $22,900. But because you're making this purchase, that's the gross cost, you are entitled to 30% of that system cost back through the form of a tax credit, which equals to $6,870 in this case. So with that $6,870 tax credit, once brought into the equation, you were out of pocket $16,030 net. So that's how everyone's looking at this. There's a net cost to going solar, and without those government incentives, solar wouldn't be as popular as it is right now. It's basically, solar is 30% off. Wherever you look, if it's $100,000, you get $30,000 back. If it's $10,000, you get $3,000 back. And no matter what the system cost is, you are entitled to 30% of it in the form of a tax credit. And any other questions about how credit works? I'm not a tax advisor, but feel free to call your accountant, and I make sure you guys qualify for that size of a credit. So, and on the side, $22,900 sounds like a lot of money, and that's why these financing options are available, because most people do not purchase systems outright. No one has the savings or funds to do that sort of thing, and if they did, they'd probably want to do it for something else, to be honest. But using PACE financing, or what's here in Concord, the HERO program, we're a registered contractor with HERO, and HERO is a government-sponsored program which offers 20-year terms that you could pay back through your property tax bill. And by financing your solar system with HERO, you're essentially locking in your rate for electricity versus paying the inflationary kilowatt-hour rates PG&E is currently charging you. The bullet points here, we do believe HERO is the easiest way for solar ownership versus leasing a solar system. There's no money down, nothing out of pocket, and it puts you in immediate savings of 30% or more versus PG&E. There's no credit score required, the payments are tax deductible, and PACE financing does not show up on your credit. So when you do PACE or HERO, you're basically agreeing to pay the county back for your solar, and because the county is the one taking on the loan, it's not tied to your credit, it's on your property tax bill, so it has nothing to do with you guys. It's just that this loan becomes part of the house, and so it's completely separate from your credit and your FICO, and you have borrowing amount to do other things like buy a new car or that new boat. You don't have to fill out all this loan paperwork to get solar. So that's how that works. And here was actually very simple as well, because it's less paperwork. It's not a traditional loan where we're running your credit score and stuff. It's just very simple. You apply for HERO. They check to see you're on the deed of the property, that you're up to date on mortgage payments, and you're not about to go into foreclosure. But that's it. They just don't want to fund the project if you're about to lose the home. But once you're approved, we then call in the solar system products and financing amount. You will then get documents via email from Hero, which matches the products and financing amount we both agreed upon. Once we have all those documents and everything called in, we then start work. So we front the cost of the labor, the engineering, the equipment. The whole project is funded by us. You guys not paying anything, and nothing's really completed until the inspector comes out, approves the installation, and then you guys are the final say of the job. And so once we're done, you get a completion certificate from Hero. You sign off on that. We finally get we get paid and reimbursed for our job. And so that's very popular as well. Hero operates not just as a financing arm, but it's a third party. They kind of watch over the whole project with us and you guys. And it's not until everything's completed and done correctly that we get paid. So homeowners like this because there's no cutting corners, and we like it because we could do business with anyone as long as you own a house in Concord and you're in good standing. With your mortgage payments and stuff, you're free to go solar and start saving. And to start saving, we need to use certain products, and the products we use, we like REC. We've been using those for the last 9 years. SMA inverters, but we just want to stick to the products that work. The ones that have been around. We know it's a financially stable company, that we're not gonna if something were to happen, we're not gonna be able to claim the warranty on those products. We want to install it, you guys be happy, and never hear from you again. Because if we hear from you, there's probably something wrong. But anyways, the panels are warranted for 25 years. Our inverters are warranted for 10 to 15 years, and we also have a 10-year workmanship warranty that covers roof penetration, and that's considered highest in the industry. But this solar system that we're proposing is, could last 30 to 40 years, depending on where you live in the world. Here in California, as long as we don't have suffer hailstorms too frequently in the wintertime, you could get a huge life expectancy out of the system. These are the panels we use. These are REC modules. They have a 10-year product warranty, bumpered by a 25-year linear power output warranty. And that's very important because it's a performance warranty. Basically, the system is supposed to perform a certain way for 25 years. Out of the box, meaning it performs at max output of 97%. And 25 years from now, performing no less than 80% maximum output. So they will degrade over time, but the warranty is just covering that. Hey, 25 years from now, the system will still be performing at least 80% of its maximum output. So that's very important. They do, globally, lots of projects. I'll show you here. This is more of REC stuff, but they're big for commercial projects, utility scale systems. Also, if you look at their website, a lot of their marketing and brochures have to do with Germany and India, Australia. Again, solar is a global, solution to an energy problem, and REC is a global company, offering these solar products globally. And so it's not just a small thing. They're a big company, and we like their products. We put our money where our mouth is. To cover how solar energy works, not to bog you guys down with engineering, but basically there's a DC current created by the solar, and that's converted to AC current through your inverter. And once that's turned on, your home is only needing so much energy during the day. The solar is going to power your fridge and everything, all the lights on that's in your that's going on in your house. If someone's home watching TV, that's all being powered by the solar. Now, the excess energy will be actually sold to your neighbors. That goes back out into the grid, and PG&E is making money off your neighbors from your solar energy. You're basically putting a miniature power plant on your roof that's now grid tied. And because you're doing this with PG&E, which is called net metering, you are metered back, you are fed energy back at night when the sun goes down, every kilowatt hour you produced. So the idea is we want to install enough solar panels onto your home that you're producing enough energy that PG&E doesn't charge you for kilowatt hours ever again. You're just producing more energy than you're using during the day, and then you're credited back at night. and you're constantly banking with them and writing up a bank of storage of energy with PG&E, that you just have the peace of mind you don't pay for electricity, and that's that. So there's no need to buy a battery backup system, and the current net metering program expires in 2015. Quiet. All right, so that's how that works. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. But the next step does start now. I want to collect the last 12 months of your kilowatt-hour usage history. And during this time, let's get you guys approved for Hero. Here's the application. It takes about 2 minutes to fill out online, or we could do it over the phone. I got it right here, so go ahead and fill that out. I'm going to look up PG&E here and start collecting your history.